Yo, testy. Okay, well, so that's pretty good. Okay. So where have we been? Where have I been? Dude, literally when I got back from tour, I lost my job and was just like immediately struggling to find work again. And it just delayed everything. So, you know, obviously when you're putting a lot of things off on hold, things just kind of fall through, and you just pick yourself up as fast as you can and get back to the things as well as the people that are still passionate about it, right? So we're fucking, this is fighting like hell, you know what I mean? But, you know, thank God we're still here, right? I know everything's taking so long. Pardon me. Everything is taking so long just because, you know, we've been going back and forth as far as the easiest way to like shoot and film everything, but also get a quick turnaround time on like editing. So we didn't really have the tech, and then of course, you know, not having the money because we're just, it was just a big mess. But now we have like the things that we need to kind of make this a little more mobile, and we don't have to lug around like a ton of tech, you know, to kind of get this thing moving. So it's been very nice, you know. So I guess here's the real expectation, you know. I don't know why I'm so nervous, and I was like doing that. I was talking to one of my besties. I was like, man, I don't know why I feel like I want to puke all the time when I try to just knock this out. And and he was just like, why? So like the 10 people that are gonna watch this are gonna criticize you. So I get it, and that would just, it felt so good to hear that, and it just put a really big smile on my face because that makes me happy. I love when my friends do that for me. So the goal of this whole thing now, shit, like everything's kind of, you know, plateaued and falling apart. So hell yeah, if we can kind of start fresh. I mean, the initial thing was just trying to reach out because we're just talking about mental health in general, you know. And in my down and out situation, you know, I'm still collaborating with the guys that we started this whole thing with. And it's a lot of things on there, and, you know, kind of taking up the time. And so it's just been kind of funny. We all kind of like hit that pause button really quickly. So I guess what's actually the goal is to start talking about mental health on a spectrum that maybe could be a little more lighthearted, or maybe I could be a little more relatable based on other people that are talking about it, being that I kind of suffer with a lot of things, you know what I mean? So I don't want to like get too far into it. I feel like I can break it down easier as I'm also currently getting diagnosed with a lot of things myself, right? So we just checked into therapy. That's really fun. It's like you go into therapy and you're like, please don't make me talk about my life, and then that's like why you're there. So it just beats the hell out of you, but you know, it's what you got to do to survive. And I know there's a lot of stigma around a lot of that, so I don't mind sharing my story if it just inspires somebody to just reach out and get the mental health they need, just because there's a lot of heavy topics coming from me that maybe you guys just didn't know about, you know, because you only saw like the front of everything, right? It's just, here's exactly what I'm trying to say. Everyone has their own version of your story. This is my attempt in telling it in my own words through a lens with no filters. Just me and my friends. Hopefully making a difference in whatever and however we can. Why not? Tonight is the first annual Silly Goose Party. There's just two of us, and it's at Altura's, so we're gonna go get silly goosed up and go silly goose out.
I don't know if you can see anything, but yeah, we're back in the car in this stupid fucking suit, and we are en route to Silly Goose Night, baby. We're going in. Let's go have some fun for as long as we can, cause boy, that social battery, woo!
Okay, the Silly Goose Club was inadvertently started right before I left for the Collision tour. I was going through a lot of messed up things trying to put that together. It's so funny because it's like I got the full go ahead to like reach out and start doing these things, and then right up to it, it seemed like nobody wanted to do this tour. So obviously my heart was broken. I was absolutely crushed, but still had to like reach out to do these things. And then not to mention, I left my relationship. I was just in a bad spot mentally, right? And my friend Tony, right after we get done playing the Reno date, hands me a keychain that says Silly Goose, and he's like, or it's like the Silly Goose Club, and he's you can't have a club if it's just one person. And then right there, the Silly Goose Club was born with the president and the vice president, and it's just so silly, you know. It's the Silly Goose Club. So what more can you say, man? Like, it's the best. I don't know. I feel like Tony really pulled me out of whatever negative space that I was manifesting at the time, and man, he just really nailed it, and then we've just been having so much fun since then. So fuck yeah, Silly Goose Club.
Okay, dude. So I'm like on spooky lighting right now. So we're at Alturas, and we're gonna check out and see this year's attendance, if everybody showed up to the Silly Goose party, bro. So yeah, let's go.
Damn. Now come to think about it, I've known Tony for like a really long time, you know? Like, I don't know. Whoever watches this is kind of weird, because either you know me from the band Preacher currently, or from the previous band She Has a Fashion Vice, right? That's such a weird thing to talk about, you know? Because everybody had like their own experience through that, right? And I just love that. Well, I met Tony through like 12 Gauge, right? And those guys were just like right under the wing. They took so good care of us, you know, to try to get us like prepared for what was to come, you know. And it's so funny because like people still come up and like sing those songs, and little they know, like it was literally like the worst times of my life, mentally, physically, and I was like almost, you know, pushing it to the edge pretty much, you know what I mean? As hard as you can. I don't know. Whatever like Nikki Sixx was feeling at the time, I guess I was on that shit. Just like, either I wasn't invincible, I was just like, I didn't give a fuck about living, you know, because of things that were happening to me at the time, you know? It's really bad.
Okay. So it's official. We 100% attendance for this year's Silly Goose Pond meetup. You know, the president, the VP made it, baby. That's 100% of the club.
That's right.
And we did it.
We made it.
We did it.
We made it.
We out here. So let's go have some silly time, yeah?
Silly time.
I was like, this son of a bitch.
This is my favorite here. This is why we met up here, because we wanted to hang out with our favorite person to start off the pond party. All right?
And to see fear.
And to see fear. We're talking about fear always.
Fucking fear, baby.
Hell yeah.
I was like, who's this motherfucker with sunglasses on?
I'm the president of the Silly Goose Club. And the VP. Yeah. Show him your shit. Show him your shit. Yeah, dude. That's You know what? No one does it better. No one does it. No one does it better, bro. I'm telling you.
Now the pond was established just on a whim, right? We made the joke about having a year-end Christmas party for the Silly Goose Club, being there was only 2 of us, so we had to establish where we wanted to go. So the year we just named it the Pond. You know, like that's where we're gonna meet up. And it was so funny because we got to the established pond and we just like left. And it was great because we started like just going around, like going and checking out the local scene, going to listen to some music, going and supporting. And people were like, dude, we were gonna come meet up with you guys at your stupid Silly Goose party. And we were laughing and they're like, what has it not started yet? We're like, no, it started. And they're like, dude, you left your own party? We're like, yeah. Because we got bored. We wanted to go check some shit out. You can always go back to the pond, you know? But that was, that was silly. That was very silly.
This is one of our favorite places ever to be, this Alturas, and these are the most bestest of people who walk through the door. Say hi, Patty. But I'm just gonna zoom around and see what's going on. Okay, so it's appropriate for Silly Goose, for a comedy show going on downstairs, so, but, you know, it's very bad to sit out there and film during someone's set. You just don't do that. But it's cool. More Silly Goose antics coming up. This is how we do it. This is how we live in.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah. Okay, so when we showed up to the bar, somebody was getting their fucking ass beat.
Hand it to him.
Like, yeah, dude.
Up there.
Dude, we don't even know what was going on, but now look at this shit. Every cop in fucking Reno, dude.
Oh, yeah.
My
I go
God.
to Texas, so
This shit's
Our
crazy.
friend at the bar here told us that he said he was gonna go shoot the place up, so I don't know. I guess they took that shit serious.
I hope it wasn't the same guy. Yeah, I mean, it could be different. I don't know, dude. We're in that weird part of town where, like, it just, like, happens out here. I don't know. But, yeah. We'll tune back in on this one, you know? Stories arise. We're still gonna go see some homies rock out, but, Jesus. Friday. Let's be safe, hopefully. Oh, my God. I don't even want to get in that. Get it? Dude. Let's just say tonight is already fucking weird, but
Weird AF.
it's like a props. So we're gonna go pond jumping.
Now, the pleasant thing about Reno is, like, I think how far, like, the Reno local scene musically really goes, right? And I hate to, like, date myself because I feel so old because, like, I started in it when I was so young, you know? And I'm still here, like, playing shows and shit here, and goddamn, like an old fart, man. I wonder if, like, people just, like, feel bad when, like, I jump on stage, they're like, ugh. Oh, it's so funny. I don't know what to think, you know. But, like, seriously, big shout out to, you know, like, Alturas. That's where we started the night out at. That's a great music venue. Everybody that runs it is fucking phenomenal. And then we went to the Cypress. That's a new up-and-coming venue. I really enjoyed how it sounds, and the staff is really friendly. That's fucking great. Bro, shout out Holland Project, you know what I mean? I always feel like when people hit me up for shows, I'm like, have you not just hit those guys up yet? Because they're just incredible, you know? Totally got everything on lock. And then, of course, J-Max, everybody on that side to, like, you know, help run the VSB and, you know, whenever the cargo comes alive. It's just friggin' crazy, you know? And then, man, there's just, God, a list of bands. A list of bands that it's just ever changing and very freaking cool, man. So to see more and more bands like come out there playing bunch, having fun with it, doing what they want with it, Reno is something special, man. If you get a chance to just like peel apart the onion and see it for what it really is, there's a lot of talent here, and it's very freaking awesome, man.
Okay, we found parking, and now we're walking over the Cypress
Cypress.
to go catch some metal music for the evening. Because the pond is ever changing. You just jump from pond to pond. You know what I mean? You float around. Just be silly. It's cold as fuck. But hopefully there's a lot of bodies that keep us warm in there. You know what I mean? We're in a pretty poppin' neighborhood. I mean, I guess if you've never seen Reno, this is kind of like a cooler portion of it, you know what I mean? This way, ooh. And everybody's like, what's with the suit? Little they know, you know, they're greeting the president and the vice president of the Silly Goose Club.
Fucking A.
It doesn't get any sillier than this, bro. Well, VP didn't make it. Step over here.
That was almost some Dead Goose time.
Oh, Dead Goose.
Dead Goose Club.
Dead Goose Club. We made it. Quack or honk honk? Honk honk, bitch. You know? We made it. It's super cold. It's about to get even more weird, I feel. Let's go in here. Okay, so it's cold as fuck outside.
Fucking
We
A.
made it through the concert, and now we're gonna try not to get hit by cars to get through here.
Trying not
To
get
hopefully
ran over.
close out the night playing some big buck hunting. So,
Big buck hunt.
whew, we are rock and rolled out, bro. That's what happens when you're fucking 100, you know? Anyway. But yeah, let's go play some big buck hunting, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it. You can't be tired of this fucking cold, man.
Jeez.
It's like, my God.
It's like fucking slap in the face.
It's the worst.
Now, for some reason, we don't even do a second episode, right? Just because of whatever, you know? It was even this hard to do first episode. I just want to share with you guys that, I mean, obviously everybody would say they would change a lot of things in their past, right? I definitely would. But I want you guys to know that everything that I do and all the things that I talk about, all because it comes from I'm just a dreamer, a big dreamer, a big ass dreamer, dude. So if I have to leave you with anything, fuck, man. If I have to leave you with anything, is that even if you don't become successful, exactly. Even if you don't become successful, chasing your dreams is one of the wildest things you can paint your life ever to be. And whatever that is that you choose, you know, I feel like everybody feels like they have to be gridlocked in some sort of capacity, like, you know, to make somebody, you know, appease the image that they want you to be, instead of look in the mirror and be like, this is who I want to be, you know? I feel like that's all I ever did was stare in the mirror and be like, this is just who the fuck I am. And then I just dealt with the hurricane. The hurricane of bullying and just getting, the world beat the shit out of me, man. You know? And I'm just like barely hanging on. But yet something tells me just to keep fighting, even though I feel like I want to throw up every fucking second. And you know, that's a perfect segue to tell you guys exactly why I have a hard time interacting, and like why I was drunk all the time, or no, I mean alcoholic. But a lot of it is I do have really, really bad social anxiety. So it's so dumb to pick a career like trying to play music for the rest of your life, but have like the world's worst social anxiety. Like I feel like that, like a shaking wet cat sometimes, just because I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. And some people that suffer with this type of chronic anxiety will tell you the same thing. It's just, you don't know. It just feels like a bomb's about to go off at any moment, and you're like, ah! And it's just so funny. So, like, people coming up to you and talking to you, and then shit, you know, it's just the whole lifestyle of being fucking metalcore and trying to make it in a band. It just leads you down some dark fucking paths, especially when you have those type of mental problems that you don't know until, like, later on in life. So you felt why, like, you were so pressured into some things, and that was, like, the biggest part. And I was like, wow, 20 years of abuse. That can explain it, just from, like, trying to chase this musical dream, and just, like, how brutal it is. Like, some of these people are just I don't understand it, more or less. It's hard to compute how you can, like, see somebody's dream and know that they're doing everything and they're fighting will to get to it, and just be like, you know, like, how much a piece of shit you gotta be? It's insane, but it is like it is. It's the coolest cool kid club that ever cool kidded, you know? So, fuck it, you just carve your own way in it, bro. I don't care anymore. I don't care to fit in this, you know? And that's finally where I'm starting to lead towards, you know? Because here it is, man. I am fighting like hell to finally say the words that I love myself, because I don't believe it. When I say the world beat the shit out of me, like, I was just too trusting. I opened up my heart too much, and oh man, it just, you know, gets taken for granted, and I don't know if there's ever going to be light at the end of this tunnel, you know? So I will open up and say that, yes, I am a suicide survivor. Now, we don't have to go into as far as what and where and what happened, but when you talk about things in my past, like, these were the greatest times of your life, I was just fighting like hell to stick around in a lot of these aspects, including recently. So you just never know what somebody's going through, and that's like the realest shit ever, man. I never thought I'd be at those points in my life, but it's very real. But this is my attempt to be vulnerable and not just talk about these things, but also give you guys downloads as I'm in the process of figuring this out myself, you know? So, but I'm not a harm to myself, and I'm not a harm to those around me, so. But if you need a friend, I can point you in those directions. Or I got near. Stay alive.
If you or a loved one are experiencing some mental hardship, please reach out and talk to somebody today. If it's me, reach on out. We'll get you through this.
Now, as we work hard to bring you guys more content, please subscribe and like this video so that way you can be up to date for the next one.